Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. When I saw the price of Vampire Survivors, which was an insanely low $4.99, I didn't have high expectations. But if you saw my video on Balatro, you know that I was looking for a new roguelike game to play on my Steam Deck. And I can say that Vampire Survivors is one of the best games I've ever played. Since I've purchased it, it's the only game that I've played, which is, not great for a channel, which is supposed to be me talking about the video games that I play, but hopefully it'll be good for this particular video. Actually, it was kind of bad for this video because instead of making it, I just kept playing Vampire Survivors. But I'm here now. I'm committed and I want to spread the good word of Vampire Survivors. If you own a Steam Deck, this is a must play, especially at the current price point. In fact, if you own any console that you can play it on, you should get it. I can't overstate how addicting it's been. The game takes inspiration from a game called Magic Survival in its gameplay, which features characters with various abilities that automatically attack incoming enemies who grow stronger the longer you last. Well, it takes artistic inspiration from the Castlevania series. If you're watching this video instead of just listening to it, which, totally okay, I appreciate the view, and I certainly do that a lot myself, the inspiration will be plainly obvious. I said Balatro is the ultimate just one more round game, but I might have to amend that, as Vampire Survivors gives it a run for its money. When you first play, you're kind of running around like a chicken with your head cut off, bobbing and weaving, hoping that the meager weapons and abilities will keep you alive long enough to pocket some decent gold. For the first few play sessions, I was just happy to get to the 10 or 11-minute mark, and I never survived the skeleton invasion that arrives around that time. That might sound frustrating, but you kind of have to look at it as each round is a building block. You're probably not going to last the full 30 minutes, but what you will do is gain experience, test out the weapons, and figure out what kind of builds you like. And additionally, you'll be collecting gold, which can be used to purchase other characters and various weapons. I personally favor Poe. Once I purchased him, I was able to last a lot longer with his garlic force field, enabling me to unlock more levels and more characters. Eventually, you'll find a book that lets you view which weapons stack with one another, allowing you to build the ultimate monster warrior. While it doesn't have a story per se, that doesn't mean there's a lack of progression. Not only are you unlocking better characters and levels, but there are over 200 achievements to be had, meaning you'll likely unlock a few each play session, which of course gets the endorphins going and you're just returning for that high. Then the game also keeps track of which levels have been defeated by each character, leaving more replayability. Then to top it off, there's a multiplayer, so you and a friend can battle these horrible sprite monsters alongside one another. When you start to get the hang of things, juking enemies like your prime Reggie Bush, building the best 8 ability setup, it all comes together in a grand symphony of the night. No, I shouldn't say that. Okay. Just a grand symphony then. It's addicting and fun, challenging yet rewarding. I've gone to bed thinking about how I'm going to wake up and play it the next morning. Very few AAA video games have gotten their hooks into me so deeply, and yet here's a $5 indie title that simply won't let me go. And since it's on Steam Deck, I really don't have to stop playing. It's a perfect put something on in the background and play it game. Lately, I've been watching the Big Brother live feeds. Check out our new channel, the Have Not Room, for coverage on that. And while I do that, I'm farming gold to buy upgrades. Or when I've been the producer on our Love Island podcast, Bombshells at the Villa, making notes about edits while deciding between various upgrades. If this sounds like one giant commercial for the game, it isn't, but, if they want to sponsor me, I'd be open to it. Instead, I just want to share a game that really struck a chord with me over the past couple of weeks. I know that times are tough right now, and entertainment spending is at a premium, but that's even more reason to buy a game that costs $5 and will give you hours upon hours of entertainment. It's a perfect distraction from the mundane, a title that you can play for 10 minutes or 10 hours. And either way, you'll feel like it was worth the time you spent on it. I think more games should try to be like this. Focus on the gameplay, the loops, and challenges that keep players coming back for more. I don't give out number reviews because I believe they can be a bit reductive, but at this price point, I have to say that Vampire Survivors is a 10, or a 5 out of 5, or 100 out of 100. Really, whatever system you follow for reviews, it gets the highest marks. So, have you played Vampire Survivors? If so, what do you think? Do you find it as addictive as I do? Also, do you have any suggestions for other roguelike games for me to explore? The more I play the genre, the more I'm really enjoying it, which is Not something I ever thought would be the case, but if you have any suggestions, I'd love to give them a shot and maybe I'll make a video. Other than that, thank you so much for checking out the channel. Make sure you subscribe for weekly videos about games and gaming topics. Check out our other channels, including Better Radio for podcasts, Those Fake Nerds, The Have Not Room for our Big Brother coverage, and Wicked Good Sports. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.